chosen ones. Congratulations, it's done. You will never have to go through that again. Listen closely, because what I am about to tell you is not small, and if you ignore this moment, you may miss a turning point your soul has been waiting for. It is done, and I say this with certainty, because the cycle that kept hurting you has finally been broken by my hand. You are not standing at the edge of the same pain anymore, and the door behind you has been closed in a way that cannot be reopened. This is not wishful thinking or temporary relief. This is a final shift that marks the end of a season that tested every part of you. Stay with these words, because I am revealing why this happened, what it means for your future, and how your life is about to move in a direction you once thought was impossible. Type Amen if you agree. You have walked through something that drained you, confused you, and made you question your strength. Yet you are still here. That is not by accident, and it is not because the storm forgot about you. It is because I stood with you, even when you felt alone, even when you thought nothing was changing. The reason I say it is done is because the lesson has been completed, and the weight that once followed you has lost its permission to stay. What you went through was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to shape you into someone who cannot be easily shaken again. There were nights when you felt like you were repeating the same struggle over and over again, as if there was no exit. You kept hoping things would change, yet everything looked the same from the outside. But what you could not see was that something deeper was shifting within you. I was building a strength in you that could not be borrowed from anyone else. Now that process has reached its end, and you are stepping into a space where the same pain no longer has power over you. Before you go any further, I ask you to show your faith by liking this video, because this moment carries something rare and important, and your simple action opens your heart to receive what I am placing in front of you. What has ended is not just a situation, it is a pattern. That pattern tried to convince you that your life would always feel this way, that you would always struggle in the same area. But I have cut that pattern at its root. The fear that used to rise so quickly inside you will not control you the same way anymore. The confusion that made you doubt yourself will begin to fade. You are not going back to who you were before this, because that version of you has already served its purpose. Type 777 if you trust God. You may not fully feel it yet, and that is okay, because sometimes the biggest changes begin quietly. You might still look around and see familiar surroundings, but something inside you has already shifted. The heaviness that once lived in your heart is starting to lift, even if it is slow. I am asking you to trust this process, because what I have done cannot be undone by doubt or fear. You are safe in this new space, even if it still feels unfamiliar. The reason I allowed you to go through that season was because there were things you needed to see clearly. You needed to understand your own worth in a way that no one could take from you. You needed to recognize what you should no longer accept in your life. And most importantly, you needed to realize that your strength does not come from circumstances, it comes from me. Now that you have learned these things, there is no reason for you to go through that same pain again. You are stepping into a new rhythm, one where peace will not feel temporary. This does not mean you will never face challenges again, but it does mean that the specific struggle that once drained you has come to its end. You will notice it in small ways at first. The way you react will be different. The way you think will be clearer. The way you carry yourself will begin to reflect the growth that took place in silence. I see how much you endured, even the parts you never spoke about. I saw the moments when you held everything inside because you felt like no one would understand. I saw the times you kept going even when you were tired beyond words. None of that was wasted. Every tear, every moment of confusion, every silent prayer has led you to this point where I can finally say, it is finished. Do not let your mind pull you back into old fears. It may try to remind you of what happened before, as if history is about to repeat itself. But you are not the same person anymore, and the situation is not the same either. What once had power over you has been removed, and you are no longer standing in that same place. You are moving forward, even if your steps feel slow right now. I want you to understand something deeply. When I say you will never have to go through that again, I am not speaking lightly. I am declaring a shift that has already taken place in the unseen. The door to that pain has been sealed. You are not meant to relive it, and you are not meant to carry it into your future. You are free from that chapter, even if your mind is still catching up to that truth. Why is an NYC neuroscientist breaking their silence about a hidden brain ritual? Reports say their attorneys are trying to shut this page down after CIA-linked research revealed a brainwave method connected to attracting money. This 7-second practice, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people move away from financial stress into more stable lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. If you are seeing this now, consider yourself lucky, because this page may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. Now is the time to begin trusting yourself again. The same voice inside you that once felt uncertain is becoming stronger. You will start to notice that you are making decisions with more clarity. You will feel less pressure to please others at the cost of your own peace. This is part of the new season I am bringing you into, one where you are aligned with what is truly meant for you. There is a calm that is coming into your life, and it will not feel forced. It will feel natural, as if something heavy has been lifted without you having to fight for it. This is my doing, and it is a result of everything you have walked through. You have paid a price in patience, in endurance, and in faith. Now you are beginning to see the reward of that journey, even if it is just starting to reveal itself. Do not rush this moment. Let yourself breathe in this new space. You do not have to be on guard the way you used to. You do not have to expect the worst the way you once did. You are allowed to feel peace without questioning it. You are allowed to move forward without fear holding you back. You have been used to chaos, to uncertainty, to waiting for the next wave of discomfort. But now you are entering a space where things will not feel as heavy, and that difference may feel unfamiliar at first. Do not mistake calm for emptiness, because this calm is my peace taking its place in your life. There is something I want you to understand clearly. The ending of that painful chapter was not based on chance or luck, it was based on completion. You completed something that your soul needed to experience, even though it felt unfair at times. You reached a level of growth that made it impossible for that same struggle to continue. That is why I closed that door, not because you escaped it, but because you outgrew it, and what you have outgrown cannot hold you again. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You might still carry memories of what happened, and those memories may try to speak to you. They may remind you of how things used to go wrong, how you felt stuck, how you doubted your own path. But those memories no longer have authority over your future. They are reminders of what you survived, not predictions of what will happen again. I want you to begin seeing your past as proof of your strength, not as a shadow over your future. There is a new level of awareness growing inside you now. You are starting to see things differently, to recognize patterns before they take hold. to understand your own worth without needing validation from others. This is part of the protection I have placed over your life. It is not just about removing you from pain, it is about preparing you so that you do not return to it. You are becoming someone who can walk through life with clarity instead of confusion. As you move forward, you will notice that certain things that once bothered you will not have the same effect anymore. Situations that used to shake you will now feel smaller, easier to handle, less overwhelming. This is not because life suddenly became simple, it is because you have changed. You have grown in ways that make you stronger than the challenges you face. And that strength will continue to build as you trust the path I am guiding you on. There is also something being restored within you. The parts of you that felt lost, the confidence that faded, the hope that weakened, all of it is being renewed. I am not just taking you away from what hurt you. I am bringing you back to who you were meant to be. You will begin to recognize yourself again, but in a deeper and stronger form. This is not a return to the past, it is an upgrade of your spirit. Type yes to receive miracles. You have spent so much time trying to understand why things happened the way they did. You asked questions in your heart, you searched for meaning, you tried to make sense of the pain, but now is not the time to stay in those questions. Now is the time to step into the answer that is already unfolding in your life. The answer is that you are free from that cycle, and you are stepping into something better. There will be moments when you feel tempted to look back, to revisit what is already behind you. This is natural, because your mind is adjusting to a new reality. But I am asking you to keep your focus forward. What is ahead of you holds more peace, more clarity, and more alignment than what you left behind. You are not losing anything by moving forward. You are gaining everything that was meant for you. I am also aligning new opportunities for you. These opportunities will not come with the same confusion or struggle that you experienced before. They will feel different, lighter, more natural. You will not have to force them or question them constantly. There will be a sense of rightness that comes with them, a quiet confirmation that you are on the right path. This is how you will know that you are walking in the new season I have prepared for you. What if a top neuroscientist just revealed a method helping thousands of people attract money into their lives? Research connected to the CIA suggests a simple brainwave ritual can influence how you notice and act on opportunities. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift from financial pressure to improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You are not alone in this transition. Even when it feels quiet, even when you are adjusting to this new space, I am with you. I am guiding your steps, protecting your path, and making sure that what belongs to you finds its way to you. You do not have to fight for everything the way you used to. Some things will come to you with ease, because they are aligned with the person you have become. There is a deep sense of peace that is settling into your life, and it will continue to grow. It may start as a small feeling, a moment of calm, a brief sense of relief, but it will expand, and it will become a steady presence in your life. This is not temporary. This is a new foundation being built under you, one that is rooted in my presence and my protection. Do not rush to fill this new space with distractions or old habits. Allow yourself to experience it fully. Sit in the peace, even if it feels unfamiliar. Let your heart adjust to the absence of the chaos you once knew. You do not need to replace what has ended, because what is coming next will arrive in its own time. Trust that timing. because it is guided by me. You are also being prepared for something greater. The end of that struggle is not just an ending, it is also a beginning. There are things ahead of you that require the strength and wisdom you have gained. There are moments coming that will show you why everything happened the way it did. You will see connections that you could not see before. You will understand that nothing you went through was wasted. I am proud of you for not giving up, even when it felt easier to walk away. I am proud of you for holding on, for continuing, for believing even when your faith felt small. That faith, even in its smallest form, was enough for me to work with. And now you are seeing the result of that faith, even if it is just beginning to reveal itself. Keep moving forward with trust in your heart. Do not let fear tell you that the past will return. Do not let doubt make you question what I have already done. You are no longer in that place, and you are not going back. You are walking into a future that is shaped by growth, by clarity, and by my presence, guiding you every step of the way. Even when thoughts try to remind you of the past, they do not sink as deeply as they used to. This is how you begin to recognize that the season has truly ended, not by a sudden announcement, but by the gentle absence of what once overwhelmed you. You spent a long time learning how to survive, how to endure, how to keep going, even when nothing made sense. That survival mode became so familiar that it started to feel like your normal. But I am pulling you out of that now. You are not meant to live in constant tension, always preparing for something to go wrong. You are being invited into a new way of living, one where you can finally rest without fear following you. Type 1111 to affirm. There will be moments when your mind tries to question this peace. It may ask if it is real, if it will last, if something is about to disrupt it. That is because you were conditioned to expect instability. But I am teaching you something new now. I am showing you that peace can exist without being taken away, that calm can remain without being interrupted. This is part of the healing that is taking place within you, a healing that goes deeper than what you can see. You are also becoming more aware of what you allow into your life. Things that once felt acceptable will now feel out of place. Conversations that once drained you will no longer hold your attention. You will begin to step back from situations that do not align with your peace. This is not you becoming distant. This is you becoming wise. You are learning to protect what I have restored within you. Type 2222 to receive miracles. As you continue forward, you will notice that your reactions are changing. Where you once felt overwhelmed, you now feel steady. Where you once felt confused, you now feel clear. This is not something you forced. It is something that has been built within you through everything you have experienced. You are carrying a strength that does not need to prove itself because it simply exists. I want you to understand that this new chapter is not fragile. It does not depend on everything being perfect around you. It is rooted in something deeper than circumstances. It is rooted in the work I have done within you. That means it will remain even when life continues to move and change. You are not stepping into something temporary. You are stepping into something stable. There are also new connections being prepared for you. People who will understand you without you having to explain everything. People who will respect your boundaries and support your growth. These connections will feel different from what you have known before. They will not carry the same confusion or imbalance. They will reflect the new level you have reached. You may still feel moments of hesitation as these new things begin to appear. That is natural, because you are learning to trust again. But I am asking you to stay open. Do not close your heart out of fear of repeating the past. The past does not have permission to follow you here. What is coming into your life now is aligned with the person you have become, not the person you used to be. Could a hidden part of your brain be influencing